Hey guys, Tay here. I'm gonna do a quick review of Dragon Ball Super Superhero, Dragon Ball Super Superhero film review. From the get go, I don't like this title of this movie. It's so stupid. It's a tongue twister. Dragon Ball Super Superhero. I don't know who ideal is to go for that, but here we are. Overall, make it clear, I loved the movie. I had fun with it. I think it was awesome, fun movie. I do have some of my criticism regarding certain things in the movie, but overall, my overall experience was like nice. I had fun throughout. Let's talk about the movie. It's gonna be slight spoilers in this review. Trying to make it small as possible, but not. I don't know. I just say it's gonna be a spoiler-filled video. Okay, I know. But anyway, I don't know what the time place of this movie. I know it's clearly after the Super Broly movie, but I'm not sure how much time has passed because you see Teen Goten, Trunks in this movie. They're older now, and they play a moment there. And it's the scene where they're like, kind of imply they haven't seen each other for a moment. I don't know. I don't know how many years has passed by, but yeah, it takes place after the Broly film. Obviously, you see Goku, Vegeta, Broly, Chile, Lemma, Whis, and Beerus, planet Beerus, or whatever that planet is called, and they're trying to control Broly's strength. And it was really nice. I love the entire segment of all those characters I just named. Their interactions together is awesome. Probably my favorite moments in the movie. The main lead of the movie is actually Piccolo and Gohan. Little Gohan, honestly. So in front of trailers, it seemed like a Gohan focused film. And I'm like, okay, this is gonna be a Gohan movie, okay. And when you watch the movie, it explains his villains and their motives for a good, 15, 20 minutes maybe. Jumps to freaking Piccolo. Like, okay, Piccolo. Okay, cool. I like Piccolo. He's not my go-to character when I think of Dragon Ball, but I like Piccolo, and he shines a lot in this movie. Surprisingly, I think he's the main character of this movie. From my impressions, I'm not sure they're trying to make Gohan the main character, but Piccolo nails it. Piccolo is awesome. He's training Pan, which is really cool. Their relationship together is really, really nice. I love that. Like a cool uncle. She's like the little niece, and he's like training her. To make it clear, the overall movie is like, the movie is kind of self-aware with this. It's like, if you watch Dragon Ball Z and Super in particular, or the past canon films, it's always Goku and Vegeta saving the day. The arcs literally end with that. And you look at fan reception over the years, it's like, I kind of want to see Piccolo save the day. I want to see Gohan save the day. I want to see someone else save the day. So the movie kind of implies what if Goku and Vegeta aren't on Earth? And it deals with that. So all these characters that's not the main characters, the main strong characters, aren't here. So what are we going to do? And we got this big threat that's going to destroy the planet or probably the universe. I don't know. It's freaking Dragon Ball. And, Piccolo does that. And, he's like, he goes to Gohan, the second main protagonist of the film, sorry. Gohan is like, see, this is the problem with the movie. I'm sorry I'm jumping all over the place with this review. I'm terrible with reviews. Gohan is my issue with the film. He has his conflict within himself. Like, he wants to be a fighter or he don't want to be the fighter. He want to be more of a human thing, like studies and his life and all of that, or be a protector of the world, Earth, or whatever. And it continues here. And honestly, that's a tiring trend now. We've seen it in Z. We've seen it in Dragon Ball Super. And we've finally seen it in this film. And it's like those 3 series or 3 moments of Gohan where he shines, he's always been questioned. Or it doesn't lead to anything. That Z, he being Mr. Gohan, we confirmed, at the time at least, he was the strongest character in the show, Mr. Gohan. He was the strongest character, or non-fused character, I'm sorry. And be like, okay, Gohan's going to save the day here with Boo. And no, Boo absorbs him. Dragon Ball Super, you see Gohan's kind of rusty. He's still his studies, not really trained like that. And Goku was like, hey, I need you for the tournament of power. Can you at least get your feeling back, or get that fighting spirit back? And he gets it. Then we go to Dragon Ball Super Superhero, and it's like none of that matters anymore. He's still the rusty old Gohan. And I don't know where Toriyama is going with that, honestly, because I love Toriyama's style from his artwork and his writing. But you see Gohan's one of the most complex characters in the show, or potentially can be one of the most complex characters in the show. And it's like Toriyama's style it's like he wrote Gohan in a way that is too much for him to handle, or it's clashing with his style, if that make any sense. because he's a simple guy, but Gohan's a complex character. You have so many things you can do with Gohan, like Gohan, and they tease it in the Cell Saga. Like everything's about Gohan here, which was great. We were leading up to Gohan becoming the potential what Goku wanted him to be, and we did lead to that when he becomes Super Saiyan 2 and defeats the original Cell. But it's like he keeps trailing back with Gohan, and he doesn't know what to do with him. And for me, what I would do with Gohan personally is like, Gohan he's a hybrid character. He's a Saiyan and he's a human. Those sides of his character are constantly clashing with each other. It's either he wants to be a Saiyan to protect the Earth, or be some professor or scientist, or he wants to be whatever that human stuff is he's doing, and it's constantly clashing. And Gohan and then his human emotion as well. Like he doesn't really want to fight, but he also the same with Spider-Man, great power comes great responsibility. That it was what Gohan is. He has a lot of potential to be a great hero, superhero, because the movie, but has to be one of the world's greatest fighters in the series. But he refused to train when there's constantly threats out there in this world, this universe, that could potentially harm Earth. And you have a daughter and a family. I mean, look at Vegeta. Vegeta's a Saiyan prince. He's still fighting and becoming stronger. Not because he wants to, not only because he wants to, but he also he has a family back on Earth. There's moments where his pride say like he doesn't really want to admit it, but that's the case. Like Vegeta, Goku makes fun of him during they were fighting Broly. He didn't want to fuse. He was like, "Oh, that's not me." And Goku was like, "You gonna let Bola and all those guys die?" He's like, "No, he didn't really want to, but he'll do it anyways." It's like Gohan's not doing that. He's focusing on his schoolwork, and I get that's important to him. But it's like he doesn't really care enough compared to like someone like Vegeta. He has a family there, and the movie shows. And I'm going ahead of myself, but the villains eventually steal or kidnap Pan, and it drives Gohan to motivate him to like get angry enough and beat the mess out of the villains. What's driving him in this film is not like responsibility, but more so it's anger that's driving him throughout this movie, which is so odd. Gohan is smarter than that. Gohan's better than that. Like Piccolo throughout the movie was like trying to make Gohan angry for him to like get back to his normal self and his fighting spirit. Piccolo kind of like calls him out like, I gave you this garment, Piccolo's typical garment. It has a weighted pads and all of that. There's a scene where Piccolo throws it on him, and Gohan's like, "Oh crap, this is kind of heavy." And he's like, "What? Really? You handled that when you was like, what, 9, 10 years old? But now you can't do it? That's how much lack of training you've been doing?" And there's another scene where Piccolo's in disguise, and they go to one of the Red Ribbon Hitchmen, and Piccolo goes to Gohan's house. Piccolo's in disguise, obviously, but Gohan doesn't sense him. Gohan thinks there are two different people he doesn't know in his life. Like, who are you guys? Are you guys lost? But then there's a scene like right after that where Piccolo is like, he doesn't sense me, really? But Pan can sense me in this disguise when she's in preschool. She's 3 years old. That's how much he's like lost his fighting spirit here. That is terrible in my opinion. Not only that, I think it's a scene where it seems like Pan, while she is 3, she is naive, obviously, but she has fighting potential compared to freaking Gohan at the time, even now. So what is that? I don't understand that. I mean, that's my minus, and I don't hate Gohan. I like Gohan as a character, but I think he's gonna be like written way better than what they're doing now with Gohan. I don't understand it. It's like they go here, then go back down, then go back again, and stop again. I don't get it. It's like they don't know what to do with Gohan. But that's pretty much my gripe with the movie, honestly, with Gohan, with the character in general, just Gohan. But overall, the character interaction between, like, literally all the cast is awesome. I have fun seeing these character interactions. The new guys, Gamma 1 and 2, I love them. Got enough screen time with them, but I love them. The villain, should I say, I'm not spoiled enough. The villain is called Cell Max. He's like another copy of Cell, but he's more like Godzilla size and all that crap. It was cool visually, but it's like, he felt like that. forgot the movie of Dragon Ball Z with Trunks gets the sword. He feels like that creature. Super Saiyan 3 Goku fought. It felt like the same vibe. And speaking of that, this movie overall feels like a side story. It's a canon story. It's a sequel to Dragon Ball Super Broly. It's a canon sequel, but it also feels like a side story. Like this can happen if it just felt like a side story overall. But it wasn't bad by any means. I enjoyed it. It was the animations that took me by surprise. I'm not a fan of the 3D anime movies. I was like going into this movie, it's gonna be probably like kind of choppy looking, and no, it was not bad. I think it lays under Dragon Ball Super Broly in terms of my favorite animation overall Dragon Ball canon movie films. I recommend it. I mean, it's a fun movie overall, and I'm saying fun a lot because it is. It's Dragon Ball. But, Dragon Ball, and I recently posted on Twitter as this video is going to be posted, but, why I'm enjoying this series with the manga, currently Dragon Ball Super manga, it's like Dragon Ball, and give me wrong, I'm still enjoying this series. Don't get me wrong with what I say. Still having a good time with the series. But it constantly running into these constant, like, why are things written in a certain way, or why are things like this, and it's kind of infuriating a bit. But overall, this is my 15-minute review, 13-minute review. I think it could be this long. I said short review. I don't think it's called a review, more of impressions. I don't know what this video is, but anyway, guys, thank you for watching this video. If you didn't know, you're new to the channel, I do podcasts with my two other friends, Jordan and Bryan. We do Drunken Ship Podcast. I'm currently episode 99. So yeah, next episode, the 100 episode is gonna be a big deal. So subscribe and like this video. You can be part of that crowd with who I don't know what I'm saying right now. Anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Take care.